Book 8 of the Nicomachean Ethics. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Jeffrey Edwards. The Nicomachean Ethics by Aristotle. Translated by Thomas Taylor. Book 8. Chapter 1. After these things, it follows that we should discuss friendship, for it is a certain virtue, or subsists in conjunction with virtue. And besides this, it is most necessary to life. For no one would choose to live without friends, though he possessed every other good. For the rich, princes, and magistrates appear to be especially in want of friends. For what advantage is there in a prosperity of this kind, if beneficence is taken away, which is especially exerted towards friends, and is most praised when thus exerted? Or how can prosperity be preserved and saved, without friends? For by how much the greater, by so much the more insecure it is. But in poverty and other misfortunes, friends are considered to be the only refuge. Friendship, also, is useful to youth, in preventing them from error, and to elderly men, by the attention which it pays to their wants, and the assistance it affords to their deficiency in action, arising from the imbecility of age. To those likewise, in the acme of life, it is useful, because it aids them in the performance of beautiful actions. When two in concord meet. For they are more able through it both to conceive and act. Friendship, also, appears to be naturally inherent in that which begets towards that which is begotten, and this not only in the human race, but likewise in birds, in most animals, in those of the same nation towards each other, and especially among men. And hence we praise those that are philanthropic. It may also be seen, in travelling, how accommodating and friendly every man is to man. It seems, too, that friendship connects cities together, and legislators pay more attention to it than to justice. For concord appears to be something similar to friendship. But this legislators are especially desirous of effecting, and they principally expel sedition, which is hostile to concord. And when the citizens, indeed, are friends, there is no need of justice, but though they are just, they require friendship. Among just things also, that which is especially just appears to be of a friendly nature. Nor is friendship alone necessary, but it is also a beautiful thing. For we praise those who are lovers of friends, and an abundance of friends appears to be one among the number of beautiful things. Again, some are of opinion that the same persons are good men and friends. There is, however, no small controversy concerning friendship. For some consider it to be a certain similitude, and that similar persons are friends. Whence also it is said, like tends to like, a jackdaw to a jackdaw, etc. Others, on the contrary, say, that all such persons are potters to each other. And they investigate concerning these things from a higher and more physical origin. Euripides indeed saying, Earth, when she's dry, rejoices in the rain, and venerable heaven, with rain when filled, on earth delights to fall. And Heraclitus asserting, that what is adverse is advantageous, that the most beautiful harmony results from things of a different nature, and that all things originate from strife. Others, however, are of a contrary opinion respecting friendship, and among these is Empedocles, for he says, that the similar aspires after the similar. Such of these doubts, therefore, as are of a physical nature, we shall omit, for they are not adapted to the present speculation. But we shall direct our attention to such of them as pertain to human affairs, and to the manners and passions of men ; such as, whether there is friendship among all men, or it is not possible that depraved men can be friends ; and whether there is one or many species of friendship. For those who are of opinion that there is but one species of it, because it receives the more and the less, do not found their opinion on a sufficient argument. For things specifically different receive the more and the less. But of these we have spoken before. CHAPTER 2. These things, however, will perhaps become evident, when that which is the object of friendly love is known. For it seems that not every thing is beloved, but that only which is the object of love. But this is either what is good, or what is delectable, or what is useful. That, however, may appear to be useful through which some good or pleasure is procured. Hence, the good and the delectable will be objects of love, as ends. Whether, therefore, do men love that which is simply good, or that which is good to them ? For these sometimes are discordant. A similar inquiry, also, may be made concerning the delectable. It appears, however, that every one loves that which is good to himself, and that good is that which is simply the object of love, but that what is good to each person is the object of love to each. Each person, however, loves not that which is really good to him, but that which appears to be so. But this makes no difference ; for that which appears to be good will be the object of love. Since, however, there are three things through which love is produced, viz. The good, the delectable, and the useful, in the love of things inanimate there is not said to be friendship ; for there is no reciprocal love, nor a wish that any good may befal them. For it would be perhaps ridiculous to wish that some good might befal wine. But if a man does, he wishes that it may be preserved, in order that he may have it. But it is said to be requisite to wish well to a friend for his own sake. And those who entertain this wish for their friends are said to be benevolent, though the same wish should not be made by them. For it is said that benevolence, in reciprocal regard, is friendship. To which perhaps it should be added, if the benevolence is not latent. For many persons are benevolent to those whom they never saw, in consequence of believing them to be worthy or useful men. And those whom they never saw may also be benevolent to them. They appear, therefore, indeed, to be benevolent to each other. But how can it be said that they are friends, when they are ignorant of the manner in which they are mutually affected ? Hence it is necessary, in order to their being friends, that they should be benevolent to, and wish well to each other, on account of one of the things we have mentioned, viz. On account of the good, the delectable, or the useful. CHAPTER 3. These, however, are specifically different from each other, and, therefore, the loves also, and the friendships differ. For there are three species of friendship, equal in number to the objects of friendly love, since in each there is a reciprocal love which is not latent. But those who love each other, wish well to each other, so far as they love. Those, therefore, who love each other on account of utility, do not mutually love for their own sake, but so far as they obtain some good from each other. This is also the case with those who love on account of pleasure. For they do not love those who are versatile, because they possess certain qualities, but because they afford them pleasure. And those who love on account of utility, possess this friendly love on account of the good which they derive from it. Those, likewise, who love on account of pleasure, love on account of that which is delectable to them. And the attachment of these is not personal, but is produced so far as the object of their attachment is useful, or delectable. These friendships, therefore, are accidental ; for the object of their attachment is not beloved, so far as he is such a person as he is, but so far as he administers to them some